Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to today's girls soccer game between the Burnt Hills Spartans and the Girl and Lady Dutch here at Snyder Field. Today is September 24th, 2019. I'm Sean Cunningham, and for today's game, the Lady Dutch enter with a record of 6-1-1. The Spartans not too far behind. They have a record of 4-2 on the year. As we are getting set to go here, Molly DiCaprio will be getting the start in net tonight for the Lady Dutch. Currently has a save percentage of 91 on the year. Riley Grimm, another player to watch, leads the team currently with 9 goals on the year. So for Burnt Hills, they have Cassidy Carl with 6 goals coming into today, and Samantha Torres, an 8th grader, on the Spartans with 3 on the year. As both teams in the huddle to start the game. Burnt Hills getting set to go out here. So earlier today we had a little bit of rain come down on the field, but it passed by about an hour ago. But we are getting set to go. It's now sunny, and Burnt Hills is getting set to go, looking to improve their place in the stands on the year. They're 2 games above 500 at 4-2, and they'll have Hannah Ashcraft, wears 00, getting the start in goal today as the Lady Dutch come out onto the field to start. So it was a 4:15 start, but we are going to get started about 5 minutes late as the Lady Dutch run out to their positions. Burnt Hills is there already. And Grace Hansen is at center for a kickoff. Riley Grimm is with her as well. So Burnt Hills will kick off to start. And here we go. So we are underway here in Göttingen as the Spartans currently in possession right now. Katie Ramos with a pass for Annabelle Morrison. Now it's kicked up. Alyssa Landry will rocket it over the heads of the defense. Here comes Riley Grimm chasing after it. Grimm stops up, has Ramos on her. Now she gets the pass over to Sarah Lindberg. Now back to Grimm, whistle blows. And it's going to be handed over to Burnt Hills here. So, as mentioned, Hannah Ashcraft getting the start for the Spartans today. And it's kicked up, and it'll be knocked down on the play by Burnt Hills. As Lindberg gets a block, Maddie Sullivan chasing after it, along with Lauren DeWeese, who comes up center with it. And now Landry gets it back for the Lady Dutch, passed along. Kicked up in the air by Nazai, and now kicked forward by Gordon, but it's knocked back in the air again. Chasing after it there was Carl. And now it'll be kicked forward here by the Lady Dutch. And DiCaprio, the really nice kick. Now chasing after it is Grimm. On the play along with Cora Groth. Still on the line. Grimm trying to keep it in. Does so. Groth kicks it aside, and now it goes into the path of Michaela Gordon. Gordon with the pass in his eye. And now it's kicked away. Chasing after it now for Burton Hills is Ramos. Ramos with a pass. Trying to get to it is Lauren Conti. Now Sullivan gets it for the Lady Dutch and passes it along to Sarah Lindberg. Lindberg gets it over for Conti. Conti rushing up. Nice move. Gets it by towards the net. And chasing after it now is Leader. Leader along with Raya James after it. Still kept in. Now Leader gets it back again. Over the head of Gordon. Now with it is Nazai. Nazai with it. Kicks it along. But it goes right into the path of Lauren DeWeese. And back near the center of the field. And now tripped up by Levernoy was Hansen. It's a foul on Lady Dutch. So it will result in a free kick here for the Spartans. And Morrison will kick it up. Chasing after it was Lindberg. And she's trying to get it away. And now it's misplayed, and Lindberg kicks it forward, chasing after Grimm. And it will be kicked all the way back to the goalkeeper, Ashcraft. And it's kicked forward once again by Burton Hills. But here come the Lady Dutch once again. Azai runs into a bit of a roadblock there, as she was not able to get by the defense, but now Levernoy kicks it up. And now with it was Sullivan briefly, and now it's Jane Leader. Leader has her pass blocked. Now Nazai with a nice kick, trying to get it for Grimm. Didn't quite work though, and now it's kicked forward again. But it's going to roll out of play, and so we're going to have our first throw-in of the game here. Thrown in, and DeWeese kicks it over the head, and the whistle blows. So Conti throws it in. Side gets it away. And it's going to be kicked out of play again. This time will be another throw-in for Gilliland. As Conti will throw it in again. And it got kicked away there by Katie Ramos. Passed up now, Cassie Carl with a pass. And coming up with it now, I can't quite pick up the number. That's Raya James with a shot. It's easily scooped up there by DiCaprio. And DiCaprio with a very high kick. And it lands over the head of Sullivan. And it was kicked forward, and another whistle blows. It's going to be, possession will be given to Burton Hills here for another free kick. Another high kick. As battling for it there was Clinworth, along with, I believe that was Hansen. As Levernoy battling against James, and she kicks that one out of play. And it's thrown in by Camden Woodbeck of Burton Hills. And it goes over the head of everybody. Riley Grimm chasing after it. Ramos will get to it first. And it's kicked away from Grimm by Ramos, but now it's picked back up again. Chasing after it was Groth and other player for Burnt Hills couldn't quite see, and it's going to be scooped up and kicked up by Ashcraft. It gets away from everybody there, but now it's picked up by Nazai. And it gets up. Riley Grimm chasing after it, trying to get it to Lindbergh, but she's able to get it to Sullivan. Now Lindbergh with it, and that shot was blocked. It bounces around. Now Lindbergh picks it up again and hands it along to Nazai. Nazai now with it, and that hit player for Burnt Hills in the face. Looks like she's okay though. Now it's kicked back up and back at center now for Burnt Hills, and now it's taken away again. Now with it for the Lady Duchess, Conti. Conti with a pass to Lindbergh. Lindbergh for Nazai. Nazai kicks it up again, and it's going to roll right to Ashcraft. Makes the easy stop. Kicked up, knocked down nicely there by Levernoy. Nazai now heads it up, and it's going to be collected here by DeWeese. DeWeese across, that rolls out of play. It'll be thrown in by Lindbergh. Lindbergh with a nice kick up, and it's going to be scooped up there by Ashcraft. And she throws it on the ground. Now possession back for the Lady Dutch as Gordon tried to get a handle on it, couldn't, but right behind her was Sullivan to get the loose ball. Now Lauren DeWeese with it for Burnt Hills. Chasing after it is Lindbergh, kicks it through the legs. And now with it is Grimm. Grimm got a lot of pressure and she's knocked off it. And it's thrown in, Grimm knocks it down. And it's back out of play again. Now Conti will throw it in for the Lady Dutch. Still in play, chasing after it Sullivan. Nice job to keep it in, but back away. Now Conti with a pass. Nazai goes in, takes the shot, and it's held onto by Ashcraft. Good chance there, but no opening was in front of the net. Camden Woodbeck with a kick up. It's knocked down by Levernoy. She'll kick it back to DiCaprio. And it goes over the head of Sullivan, but Lady Dutch back in possession here. Kicked up. Chasing after it was Grimm for Lady Dutch. Now it's kicked over the head of Sullivan, it looks like. And that's going to roll out of play. Levernoy with it now. Now Landry gets it, as we are just under the half-hour mark here in the first. Nazai and DeWeese battling for it. DeWeese knocks it down. As Grace Hansen chasing after it for Burnt Hills, takes it. Now battling along with her was Grimm. Sorry, that was Ramos, not Hansen. Now chasing after it was Leader for the Lady Dutch, and she kicks it over for Gordon. Gordon with a pass to Grimm. Grimm knocks it down, and it's kicked toward the net, and it's an easy scoop up for Ashcraft. Ashcraft kicks it up. It's headed forward nicely by Michaela Gordon. Now Jane Leader coming up with it as Woodbeck is chasing, and it goes out of play. And that's going to be a goal kick for Burnt Hills. And kick is headed up by Deweese. And now it's knocked forward for Grimm. Grimm passes along. Lindbergh chases after it, now gets to it. Kick toward the net, and it's kicked out front. Grimm will kick it out of play. It's another good chance in front of Hannah Ashcraft, but Grimm was unable to capitalize on that play. And it's headed back again. Going after it is Sullivan. It's a little bit of a standstill out in front of the net. Now it's kicked up. 2 players go down. That's Conti who went down. Now taking it is Nazai. Nazai tries to get by, goes in toward the net. Takes a shot, gets blocked. And it's picked up by Deweese. And Deweese goes in with a kick, and now Landry will kick it back to the netminder, DiCaprio. DiCaprio with a very nice kick. Here comes Grimm at all alone, but the whistle blows. It's Riley Grimm with a scoring chance there. Had it all alone, but the whistle blew. And it's going to be a free kick awarded to Burnt Hills with 26:42 to go here in the first. And Conti will let it roll out of play, so there will be another throw-in. As Sullivan comes out, Paige Miller now comes into the game. As Deweese with a kick over for Annabelle Morrison. Nice kick over near DiCaprio, and she comes rushing out of the net. And we'll pick it up. And DiCaprio with a high kick. And it's headed away by Deweese. And now she picks it right back up again. Pass gets blocked. And now here comes Margaret Nazai with it. Zai toward the net, and it's going to roll out of play. And that'll be another goal kick here for Burnt Hills. So we are coming at 25:30 to go, and still no score in this game. Knocked down by Raya James, now picked up by Jane Leader. As Woodbeck picks it up for Burnt Hills, that's knocked down. Now with it is Raya James. It's kicked away from her by Leader, but picked right back up again by Deweese. Now Ramos with a kick up. It'll be kicked back into the Burnt Hills defensive zone. And it's back out of play again. Conti will hand it over for, I believe that's Gonzalez. And Gonzalez will throw it in. It's headed back out of play again. So now Burnt Hills will throw it in. And Gonzalez missed the header, but it's picked right back up by Landry, and that one goes back out of play. That's thrown in here by Deweese. Now getting a pass across. But it was no good, and now it's forced back a little bit. Deweese kicks it up, And it's kicked away nicely by Landry. Now chasing after it is Riley Grimm. Here comes Grimm along with Zoe Kamak. Kamak walks in, tries to find the lane, but it's picked right back up again by Burnt Hills, and they kick it out of play. The big rush up the field. Kamak and Grimm were working together to get towards the net, but they weren't able to get a shot away as it was kicked out of play. So that'll be thrown in here by Jane Leader. And now kicked by Grimm. It's blocked. Now Miller with a header toward the net. And it's kicked away by Katie Ramos. Now Burnt Hills coming the other way. Pass forward, finding, I believe that was Woodbeck, but it was kicked away from her. And back out of play it goes. So it's going to be another throw in here. And it's going to be Paige Miller doing the throw in for the Lady Dutch. And it's kicked right back out of place, so it will be another throw in for Miller. She throws it right back to Kamak, and it goes off her that time. It went off the defense as well. And that goes off of Cora Groth near the line, so it's going to be a corner kick this time for the Lady Dutch, so this will be a big opportunity for them to potentially get their first goal on the board and of the game. And it's kicked forward here. Nazai goes in, tries to find a lane. It's Kamak with her as well, and Kamak kicks it out of play, so it'll be a goal kick here for Burnt Hills. It's less than 21 and a half to go here in the first. And Ashcraft kicks it up. It's knocked forward there by Nazai. And it'll be kicked out of play once again. And it'll be another throw-in for the Lady Dutch. As taken by Paige Miller, but it's blocked aside again by Ramos. Back out of play it goes, but it's another throw-in for Miller here. Still no score, less than 21 minutes to go. Knocked down. Kamak with it, as well as James. And it goes off of Conti and out of play. So this will be a throw-in for Burnt Hills as Ramos will take it. As Gonzalez comes rushing up on Hansen. Now going after it is Riley Grimm. Now kick toward the net. Trying to rush over to it, I believe, was Conti. Now chasing after it is Kamak. Kamak trying to get it away from Hansen, or Ramos rather. And the whistle blows as that'll be a free kick for Burnt Hills, a foul on Kamak. As she was trying to get it away there from Katie Ramos. Miller heads it forward from the free kick, and now it's kicked along by Burnt Hills, and with it at center and losing it, it goes out of play. And now it'll be thrown in here by Elena Levernoy. Conti takes it, runs into a bit of trouble there, but it's picked up by Zoe Kamak. And now with it is Sydney Gonzalez. Gonzalez runs in trouble and now gives it up. Coming back the other way for Burnt Hills is James. James walks in and loses it to Miller. Miller will take it over for Gonzalez. as Kamak and Ramos collide. Kamak trying to get free with it and does so. Now hands it over for Nazai. Nazai with a pass. Nice one, in fact, and here comes Leader with it. Jane Leader toward the net, and that one is on top, and that's going to be a goal kick here for Burnt Hills. Another good opportunity, but no dice on the scoring chance as Burnt Hills will get yet another goal kick. Kicked up and knocked down. And now Nazai breaks free with it, but it's kicked away from her and back at center. Clinworth battling for it, along with Grace Hansen. And that's a foul on Hansen, so it'll be a free kick for the Lady Dutch. Kicked up near the goal, and it's going to be kicked further away by DeWeese. Gonzalez will knock it down. And it's trying to get it over for Paige Miller, but it's picked up there by James. And now Conti battling for it along with Morrison. Morrison with the pass to Woodbeck. Woodbeck, the very long pass toward the line. As Levernoy trying to get it away, along with Leader, and Leader kicks it out of play. So it'll be thrown in here by Morrison. Knocked down as Landry will kick it away, and that will go back out of play again. Morrison with another throw-in, gets it over the head of Klingworth. Head toward the net, kicked away by Landry. Levernoy now chasing after it. That one gets out of play again. And it's going to be yet another Burnt Hills throw-in as they're inching closer and closer toward the net. Morrison has a roll off the back, and DiCaprio will pick it up. And we'll kick it up. I'll kick, it gets away from Miller. And it'll be kicked forward here by Ramos. Now chasing after it, Raya James. James, some speed, now kicks it back for DeWeese. And it's kicked out of play once again. And some new players will be coming in here. Melody Yu, Sarah Lindberg, and Maddie Sullivan are in the game now. Sullivan and Lindberg were in the game earlier. As Levernoy, Leader, I'm not sure the other one who was the other one who came out, but those players are out. Sullivan, Yu, and Lindberg are now in. As Conti battling for it at center with Morrison, now gets it from her. Tries to get a pass across, does so to Lindberg. Lindberg battling along with another player there for Burnt Hills, as with it now is Shayna Connolly. And that goes out of play under the stands. And a little trouble fishing it out there as it's a throw in for Burnt Hills. Camden Woodbeck will throw it in. As Woodbeck almost lost it there to Lindberg, and she kicks it up. Gonzalez will kick it further, but it's stopped and kicked for again by Morrison as Yu gets tripped up, and now here comes Connolly. And whistle blows just as Burnt Hills was coming toward the net. So it's a free kick here for the Lady Dutch. Caprio, the very far kick. It's picked up there by Grimm. And she races forward, loses control, but Sullivan picks it up and it gives it over for Conti. Conti, toward the net goes Miller. And it goes out of play as it's just beyond her reach. And it'll be another goal kick here for the Spartans. As Miller blocks it down, but it's another free kick here for Burnt Hills. Morrison knocks it up. It's headed up there by Nazai, but it's kicked forward once again. Yu now picks it up. Now Landry with a kick near center. As Grimm racing after it along with, I believe, Woodbeck. And Woodbeck kicks it out of play. And went off of Grimm, so it'll be a throw-in for her and the Spartans. 12.5 to go now. And it gets knocked away from Lindbergh, and now a pass for Carl is lost, and now Lauren Conti picks it up. Long pass forward. Here comes Grimm after it, but right there is Ashcraft, the goalkeeper for Burnt Hills, and she picks it right back up. As Conti collides there with DeWeese as she was trying to go after that ball. It's kicked up by Morrison. And it's still in. It was on the line, but kept it nicely there by Burnt Hills as Melody Yu now with a pass, but it's out of the reach of Lindbergh. And back out of play it goes. So it's another throw in here. Annabelle Morrison will throw it in. And it goes off the shoulder of Connolly. Chasing after it was Yu as well, but that's going to be a foul on her. Yep. It's a free kick now for the Lady Dutch as time continues to wind down here in the first. No goals yet on the board. Kicked up and back out of play it goes. Woodbeck throws it in. It's knocked down. Grimm and Woodbeck chasing after it. It's bounced on the line, but it goes back out of play. And it's headed up. Grimm knocks it down. Manages to keep it in. Now it's kicked forward. Here comes Grimm toward the net. Stops up. Now tries to make her way past Cora Groth. Grimm still with it. And loses control as it's picked up by Burnt Hills. But now it's back in Lady Dutch possession. Here comes Margot Nazai with a shot, and it's saved by Hannah Ashcraft, and she'll throw it over for Raya James. Probably the Lady Dutch's best scoring chance so far today. It's a big shot toward the net, but right there was Ashcraft for the challenge. And she was able to catch it and throw it back into play. Now Lady Dutch back with it as Gonzalez kicks it up, racing after Miller, but Ramos will get there first. Now Ramos back with it. Now Maddie Sullivan chasing after it as DeWeese kicked it back. Now Gonzalez gets in the play. She knocks it forward for Conti. Conti with good pressure there from Connolly, but another whistle blows. Conti called for a foul, so it's going to be another free kick. Cora Groth kicks it forward. It's headed away there by That was Conti, and now tripped up on the play was Sullivan. And Sullivan is still down, and we got to stop play. Sullivan is hurt. And he's walking gingerly on that right leg. She got tripped up at center of the field, and she'll be helped off here. So Sullivan's going to come out here. Now it looks like they're deciding who's going to get it here. So Conti had kicked it forward before they blew the whistle for Sullivan. They're giving it to Burnt Hills here. It was kicked forward, but right into the path of Gonzalez. As chasing after it there was Gordon. And it goes off of Connolly. Chasing after it was Gonzalez, but it's picked up by Cassidy Carl. But now Melody Yu kicks it up for Lady Dutch. Now with it is Lindbergh. 7 minutes to go. Now back with it is Yu. And it's headed forward there nicely by Conti, but it's kicked back up as missing the header there was Klingworth. Landry now with a pass for Lindbergh. Lindbergh going after it now with a pass to Nazai. Now it's kicked away once again. And now Morrison with a nice pass up, and now Connolly chasing after it. As she's trying to get around Nazai, and now Landry kicks it up to Lindbergh. Lindbergh gets a pass for Nazai. Now Nazai gives it back to Lindbergh. Lindbergh with a hard kick. Chasing after it for Burnt Hills is Groth. And she gets to a nice block there by Grimm. And Groth chasing it towards the net. Now Grimm trying to get in. And it goes off of her and out of play. So it's going to be a goal kick, and some new players are coming in. So Levernoy and Leader will come in for the Lady Dutch. As Ashcraft with the goal kick. Lands just away from Riley Grimm, and she receives the pass. And she has it knocked it away there by Chelsea Speranza, number 14, look like. That goes over the head of, couldn't quite pick up the number down there, but it's going to be another throw in here. And Michaela Gordon now with a pass for Lauren Conti. Now Nazai takes it, hit toward the net, and it rolls just wide. And it's going to be yet another goal kick for Burnt Hills with 5:50 to go. And the kick was deflected out of play, and now it's thrown back in. And it goes back out of play again, so Levernoy will throw it back in. And it goes off the back of Gordon. Now it's kicked back up. And Klingworth kicks it forward. Gordon looks up. And now Grimm with it for the Lady Dutch. Tries to get by player for Burnt Hills, and now it's kicked out of play once again. And it will result in another throw-in for the Lady Dutch. Thrown in toward Levernoy. Levernoy with a shot. It's headed away. Now Jane Leader chasing after it. Gets to it and stops up, and now another whistle. The foul is called and a free kick will be awarded. Woodbeck with the kick. It's headed up, or kicked up rather, I should say, by Speranza. And Deweese receives the pass, kicks it up. And it's knocked down by Levernoy, and another whistle blows. This time it will be a free kick for the Lady Dutch with less than 4 minutes to go. Klingworth now. The pass that got deflected away comes back to her. Now you back for Landry. Landry, nice kick, but it's deflected back towards center again. Chasing after it is Leader. And she has it now. Jane Leader tries to get by it, loses it to Cassidy Carl. Carl's trying to keep it in on the line. Now Leader gets free, tries to get it for Gordon, and it goes out of play. And it deflected. And another whistle blows as Leader was throwing it into Grimm. So it's thrown in here by Woodbeck. Now trying to break free of the Lady Dutch. It rolls toward the net. Kicked up by Cora Groth, and it goes out of play once again. Zai with a kick toward the net. And it's kicked away by, I believe, Ramos in front. And they're going to let it roll out of play, so it will be another goal kick. You can't say the Lady Dutch aren't getting opportunities, because they definitely are, but Burnt Hills' defense has done a great job so far today, preventing them from getting any really good chances in front. Sarah Lindbergh gets it back from the Burnt Hills player down there. Now with it for Burnt Hills is Connolly, but she loses it. And Landry kicks it back as it deflected away from Connolly, and it goes out of play. And it goes off of Gordon and out of play. Once again, so now it'll be a free throw. Another one for Lady Dutch. It's deflected off after it went off of Gordon. And here comes Shayna Connolly. Nice play by Landry. Gets it away and clears it. As Connolly looked like she had a really good chance there at a breakaway. And a nice play there by Alyssa Landry. She's able to stop her, and now it's another free throw as we have less than a minute now to go here in the first. And once again, another throw-in will be awarded to Burnt Hills here, as we have been having a lot of those in the last few minutes. Woodbeck bloops it in the air, and now Gordon knocks it down. Pass it along for Grimm. Grimm with it. Kick toward the net, shot, and it's caught by Ashcraft. And now 20 seconds to go. Another good chance there as it's knocked down. Carl and Klingworth were after it. 10 seconds to go. Quickly kicked away there by Levernoy. Chasing after it, Leader. And it goes back out of play. And that is it for the first. And at the end of the first half, we have no score between Burnt Hills and the Lady Dutch. Some good chances for the Lady Dutch. Not so much for Burnt Hills. Both teams playing some very good soccer today. Burnt Hills with some good defensive plays, not allowing the Lady Dutch to get a lot of chances there. So we take a look at some replays from the first. Zai with a kick to the head of that Burnt Hills player right there. Another potential play there, but Grimm just shot a little too high. So Burnt Hills and the Lady Dutch both with good defensive plays, but Burnt Hills hasn't really gotten a bunch of opportunities so far today, but that could all change in the second, as Lady Dutch have had the majority of offensive opportunities so far today. I'll leave you with some of these replays. We'll be right back for the second half. Stay tuned here on GHS Media.